Okay, we have one more way to look at numbers on a number line, or fractions on a number line, and that is through a multi-step problem. So I want to unlock this problem with you, and then you'll get to work on your own after this. So let's start with this one, number 5, multi-step. Javier ran 8 laps around a track to run a total of 1 mile on Monday. How many laps will she need to run on Tuesday to run 3/8 of a mile? Okay, so we need to unlock this problem. What do we need to find? What's our first step? Well, I need to know how many laps she needs to run 3/8 of a mile. So I need to do, what do I need to do? I need to find how many laps equal 1 mile. Because then I can break it down into 3/8 of a mile. So how will you use what you know about number lines to help me solve this problem? Okay, I know that I can, I'm adding extra letters now. I can break down 0 to 1 miles by eighths on a number line. Let me show you what I mean. I have a number line here. My first spot is going to be 0/8. My last spot is going to be 8/8, which equals 1 mile on this number line. So now I need to break it down. I'm going to look for half. Then I'm going to look for half again, because that gives me fourths. And then I can break each one of those in half. And now I should have eighths. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces on my number line. And now I need to label them. I have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. Why did I choose to do eighths? Well, I'm doing eighths because she ran 8 laps to run a total of 1 mile. So 8 laps equals 1 mile. So that's why I broke my number line down here into eighths, because each lap is 1/8 of a mile. Okay, I'm also going to draw my unit up here, just so that I remember that each one of these is 1 unit. And it takes 8 units to equal 1 mile. So we've made a model to solve the problem. Now we need to actually solve the problem. Don't forget, we're looking for how many laps she needs to run 3/8 of a mile. We're looking for 3/8 of a mile. Here we go. There are blank laps in 1 mile. Well, I know that there are 8 laps in a mile because that's what she ran. Each lap represents 1/8. See, our units come in handy. 1/8 of a mile. Blank laps represents the distance of 3/8 of a mile. So if 1 lap represents 1/8 of a mile, how many laps does she need to run to do 3/8 of a mile? Well, if this is 1/8, That's 1 lap. 2 laps, 3 laps equals 3/8 of a mile. So 3 laps represents the distance of 3/8 of a mile. So Javier will need to run 3 laps to run 3/8 of a mile. Fill in the bubble for the correct answer choice. So what's my answer? 3. 3/8 is 3 laps. This is how we can use a number line to help us understand a word problem, especially a multi-step word problem, because we are converting fractions into laps. That's why this was a multi-step. Okay, write the missing fraction for the number line. This one you can do on your own. I will look at it when you turn things in. Afterwards, you are going to be working on your graded practice. You're working with number lines today. Don't forget, we can use number lines on word problems, and we're breaking the number lines down using fraction strips. This is everything we've learned so far. We have our unit fractions. We have our fractions that tell us how far along we've gone. So this one we're 1/4 of the way, 2/4 of the way, 3/4 of the way, and reached 1. So we're 4/4 of the way. We've also used fraction strips to figure out which point that we need to get to. Like, how many units have you gone? Well, 5/6 on that one. So take everything that we have learned today and apply it to your graded practice. If you run into any issues, make sure you give me a call.